What is good, my people? We are 3 days post show, 2 days post show. So it was a great experience, and I will do a proper wrap up. But nevertheless, today we are going to take you through my first lower body session. I did my first session yesterday of my new training setup with Luke, and I will take you through exactly what the plan is with the training and the diet. So I will break everything down as to what the plans for the off season are. So today is going to be introduction to the process, which is going to be the series that I'm going to take you along for the ride with me and show you the process of what it takes to really be able to progress and step up again. I managed to step on stage 10 pounds heavier in arguably much better condition than last time, and I believe I can repeat that again. I was 229 in show day. Last year, Romania was like 220. British Grand Prix, I was like, that's the same again, I was like 220, just under. So definitely a big year, and definitely some good progression. However, I know I can do more, and I know I'll do better, and I'm going to share the journey with you all through the process. So that is going to be the new series, and today we'll get it blasted off. We'll get started off with the first episode, and we will take you from a hamstring session and a full day of eating, initial diet post-show. The approach is simple for me. Post-show, we had a pizza, all my people, we all had a pizza together. Morning after, I had breakfast with friends, and then I was pretty much straight back on the diet. No plan eating, nothing else, full adherence from that. So I feel great, I feel fresh. Sleep hasn't been that great last night, but it is getting better. I'm back to my usual starts, back to the grind. It's 10 to 6 right now, and me and Meg have pretty much got everything blasted off and ready for the day. So I'm just about to go and do my 20 minutes on my treadmill. I'm all weighed in, then I'm going to do some pictures. Again, I pose every single day year round, and Meg will be taking pictures for me year round as always. The routine remains the same, and I can't stress the importance of that post-show. You have to make sure you stay on top of your routine and structure. That is the main thing that I pride myself on, and that's the main thing that I'll always keep up. So today was the usual start, 4:45. Meg got up a little bit earlier than me today, which is a first in a long time, but I think with her being so close, that's gonna be the norm now. But that's the kind of routine I love. That's what makes me feel good, and that's what I like. I like my early nights and I like my early rises, because that's when I'm most productive. That's when I feel good. You know, like I said in previous videos, my mental capacity to work and give back to my clients is always the best from around this time up until around 11 AM, 12 PM, and that's when my brain function doesn't work that well. But that is when, as AJ would say it, athlete mode turns on. So I'm gonna take you along on the journey, and welcome to the process, guys. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Meal 1 about to go down. It actually hasn't changed whatsoever from prep, the meal 1. We've got 2 whole eggs, a little bit of no sugar added ketchup. We've got 35 JP chocolate ISO, 100 grams of berries. Here we've got 30 grams of mushrooms cooked weight. We've got 50 grams of salsa mix from UltraFlex, and we've got some spring greens inside my actual omelette, which is my absolute favourite. So a lot of work has already been completed.
Pretty in front of you, Lumilight.
Yeah, the Lumilight. A lot of work has already been completed. So basically, I'm gonna have a little work break now. 25 minutes. I'm gonna eat this, chill with Meg for a little bit. I'm probably gonna watch something on YouTube. I'll let Meg pick this time. Hopefully she'll pick well. And then I will go and do a 10-minute walk, get some more daylight exposure, and get a little bit of steps in. So I like to start my day quite productive. This morning I woke up at 4:45, like I said. Meg woke up before me. We've got everything ready for the day, as we like to do, just like to be organised and start our day with something productive. And it does make us feel really good. Then we pretty much sit down, hydrate, crack on with our work. First block of morning work is done. I also did 20 minutes walk on my treadmill. So initially, whilst I'm walking a treadmill, I do all my client replies that may have messaged me while I was asleep. That roughly takes me 30 minutes anyway. Then I crack on with the check-ins for the first block up until my breakfast. Breakfast time, have a work break, take a little walk outside, and then start my day. So this is meal 1. I will put the macros on the side here somewhere. Very tasty. You know, I'm very happy to be coming out of this diet with zero food focus. I feel great mentally and physically. I'm fresh and I'm ready to take on the off season. But first, we have Meg's show underway next weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Then looking forward to spending a week in Budapest, which is not going to be much of a change apart from just being in a different country, which is going to be nice. And then getting back home and getting back to the grind. So let's get it on. Meal one. What is good, everyone? We have got my pre-workout meal just about to get done on the pan, which is 100 grams of jasmine rice, 100 grams of pineapple, 120 grams of prawns and 100 grams of salmon. So that is a pre-workout meal. Not that much of a change apart from obviously before it was just prawns, whereas now I've actually added some salmon in just for some fats. So that's literally the only change in this meal, is just addition of the 100 grams of salmon. So get that in. Usual time, the routine hasn't changed whatsoever. So the routine's pretty much stayed exactly the same as pre-show. We train at exactly the same time every single day. We're eating at exactly the same time every single day. And everything gets done generally at the same time every single day, which is nice. That's the kind of routine we like. Just going to get Meg's pre-workout meal ready as well, which is the usual 80 grams of cream of rice and whey with fruit. So get that in. And generally we eat at 11:45 and we'll start training around 1 o'clock every single day. So all clients are updated, everything's done, so I can take you all through the process. So that is the pre-workout meal. Usually have that 60 minutes before training. Very, very easy on digestion. So again, food sources haven't really changed at all. The only thing that I've actually adjusted is my carbohydrates haven't increased all that much. It's just I've increased my fats quite significantly in pretty much all the meals, which will keep satiety so much more. Like at the moment, I've legit got zero food focus. I feel great. Obviously, Meg's on prep, so I likely won't eat anything off plan up until after the show. As again, for me, eating off plan, it's more a case of what we do together. And whilst she's on prep, I'm not the type of person that's just going to sit there and eat a load of, you know, stuff in front of her. Especially whilst she's like just under 2 weeks out in the depths of prep. I'm just not that guy. So, you know, I'd just rather hold out and enjoy something with her in Budapest. So my diet's pretty much started straight away, straight back on plan. A lot of people need time off. A lot of people need time to kind of wind down. But for me, I like to keep the routine. Routine is what makes me feel good, and this is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me happy. So I don't genuinely need a break from doing the things that make me happy. That doesn't quite make sense to my eyes. So new series, like I said, the process. I will be taking you through the process all along. Whilst this is getting made, we're going to play the video of a chat me and Luke have had, just breaking down the programming and what we're going to do in terms of training before we get the meal one in. So stay tuned. So guys, usual tradition on the way to the gym. Get the pump in. Today I'm just having a coffee and a pump, which I do like to have at times. Hamstring day, so a little bit different, but very much excited to get stuck into the session. And yeah, game time, no time to waste. But I'm definitely looking forward to today's session. It's certainly what I need. And the volume's pretty low, so it's not going to be anything that would create any fatigue. And again, like I said, my approach to training post-show is always resetting all numbers, making sure that I start with the execution from scratch, keeping one rep in the tank. So all this week and the next, and I imagine the week after, it's basically all about recovery and getting myself back in a good place where physically my body will be able to grow.
5 to 8 years where it used to be that put on as much weight as you can to get as big as I can.
Let's get it. Exercise number 1, single leg standing leg curl. Game time. As I was just explaining to Meg, the key factors in here is to totally isolate the hamstring. So to take out your lower back from this movement, you have to really tuck your pelvis in, crunch your core, and as you can see, you will feel that shit. Let's go, Mark. Straight.
I know you didn't want it to end, so how do you feel this week?
No change. Yeah. It's like fucking prep continue, isn't it? That's all it is. Just like same shit. So yeah. Just keep getting it done. There we go. Huh?
Go again. Try and pull your arse back closer to here, eh? No?
Because they're too far forward. Yep. Yep. There we go. Fucking hell.
Having a dedicated hamstring day, is that what the focus is with this?
Yeah, absolutely. So the focus still remains on the whole posterior chain, as it would, as well as growing everything else. So the focus will definitely be lat development and hamstring. So my quads tend to grow really easy, and with the way these leg sessions are set out as well, is I'm still going to get a little bit quad from the leg press that we're going to do in this session. So it's in terms of my actual needs, the sessions are set out perfect for what I need, which is pretty bang on.
go. There you go. Right, take it. What was that? 8. What was that?
So singular leg press is going to buy us a lot more glute and adductor, which is the goal here. Pretty much for all 3 of us. Meg's already been doing the hammer strength single leg, so that's exactly what she's going to stick to. I'm going to drive it. That's enough. Good.
Don't cheat the bottom. Here we go. Yes. Hey, Kuba, let's go. Here we go. Going hard. Finish.
Fucking hell. Add up 10.
Let's go. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Have it.
How many? 17. Was it? Yep.
Let's go. Make it. Let's go. Just go. Finish it. Yep. Finish it. Let's go. Let's go. Your rep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Have it.
Coughs. I'm not going to be able to walk tomorrow.
I think they have grown it in the last 4 days.
Calves.
I don't know what.
Today's choice of ISO is actually the JP Cinnamon Whey, which is one of my favourites. It's one of Meg's favourites as well. So that is choice of isolate for the evening, which goes down very, very well. It's always my job to get the post-workouts completed. All I've got to do for Meg's now, I've made her taste. Just all I need to do is just top it with a bit of fruit. 100 grams of fruit. Bang on 100 gram. With Meg, it literally cannot be anything more than a gram over or under. Otherwise, she literally goes mental. So I have to make sure it's to the gram. So for me, it's 120 grams of cream of rice / rice flake mix, 60 grams of ISO, and 150 grams of fruit. So that is generally the post-workout meal for myself right now. And again, that meal hasn't actually changed from prep at all. The only thing that has changed in terms of carbohydrates is a little bit of extra carbs added into the next meal really. So predominantly the first increase has been from the fats, which has kept satiety pretty good. So the increase has been pretty gentle, as again I want to make sure that composition stays pretty good. The goal is to initially add around 10 pounds of body weight to start with, which I'm not far off that now. We're up to like 237, but it'll come back down over the next couple of days, and then see the rate of gain around 0.5 to 1 per week, which is going to be quite ideal for my off season without getting too out of shape. So that's pretty much how we're going to roll with it, and that's going to be the approach moving forward, to make sure that we stay as productive as we can, keep a good appetite, keep good digestion. And that doesn't mean that we eat complete garbage. I see people totally ruin the digestion and ruin the appetite through just eating a lot of processed food. I mean, if you like it, then eat it, you know, but I really like to make my food taste good. As you could see probably earlier, like, we eat quality food year round, and it always happens to taste good as well. I think a lot of people fail through just lack of effort into the food. I think that's where a lot of people fall off track and actually fail during their off season. It's like, yes, we eat for purpose, but at the end of the day, when you eat 6 meals a day, you have to enjoy them. If you don't enjoy them, then you're not going to enjoy bodybuilding much. You have to be able to enjoy your food. So both myself and Meg put a lot of emphasis into making sure that our food actually tastes good. I think it's so important throughout your prep and off season to be able to do that, and I think that's where a lot of people fail miserably. So that is the post-workout meal. I'm going to go and relax, chill with Meg and eat this now, and then I'll show you my next meal. Well, that definitely did not touch the sides. But that's okay. Living the dream. Post show is a time where you certainly feel a lot more ravenous. It's almost like teasing yourself, because you get a slight bump in the food and it just makes you hungrier for sure. But you know, you just have to hold it out, because it's just your body's response to basically just wanting to get more body fat on, and no matter how much food you'd eat, you'd feel the same. So I could eat that twice and over, but that hungry feeling would still remain. So this is where a lot of people fail, and they just continue eating until they're full and just end up overeating so much. So post-show period, I always say, is probably more challenging than prep itself, as you do have to control yourself to be able to actually come out of it properly. I'm not a believer of taking your time and being too slow. I think out of the gate, you do have to push a little bit harder and get a little bit of body fat back on just to get your body back functioning properly. But nevertheless, I think there is a lot of merit to be able to control yourself, so you have to be able to do that in order to set yourself up for a successful off-season, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Post-show period is literally all about setting yourself up for the next step of the journey, which is the off-season, when you get growing. Post-show, believe me guys, you don't do much growing. If you think you do, then honestly, there's even studies done to support it. You really don't. You don't grow. You know, the likelihood of building muscle post-show is very slim. So it always makes me laugh when people say, yes, I'm doing a massive rebound. 6 to 8 weeks, they just blow up, and then 10 weeks later, they'll look like a marshmallow. And it happens all the time, guys. You know, I've been there myself, I've done it, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. So just eating that now. I'll chill for 30 minutes with Meg, and then I've got some bits that I need to catch up on my laptop, and then I will crack on and make our next meal. Normally after a post-workout meal, I eat my meal 9 minutes after that, so I'll chill 30 minutes with Meg, have a little bit of us time, and then I will prepare next 2 meals and show you what they are. Hey, my people. So just getting mine out. Meg's meal ready, which is going to be our meal number 5. So here we have some beans for the awesome Meg. Mine is already ready, and then I'm going to add some spinach to this as well for her. So she's got 50 grams of rice, the veggies, pineapple, and 100 grams of turkey. And then I have 100 grams of salmon, 120 grams of prawns again. And then I just have 50 grams of rice with veggies. So I will show you that once it's all prepared and done. But again, that's the only pretty much difference coming out of the gate from the off season, is just adding carbohydrates to that meal. As this meal was actually pretty much just protein and veggies. So the increase isn't that huge. On training day, approximately extra 800 calories. No, in fact, it's more than that. It's an extra 700 calories increase on the training day. However, on rest day, my increase is a little bit larger, so I've got an extra 900 calorie increase on rest days, as my rest day food was very low. And again, to be able to recover well, you need the calories on rest day, so that is predominantly where I increase the calories the most. So the calories, I will send over exactly the macronutrients over to Ed, so you see exactly what they are on my training day and rest day. And I will do a separate video for rest day very soon, so you see all my rest day nutrition. But today we'll obviously take you through the training day and my second session of the process and the official off season. So it's all going down. Get those meals ready, and then again eat, a little bit more work, chill. And I think Meg wants to finish off watching Django, and then she wants to watch The Blind Side, which is one of my favourite films, so I'm very much looking forward to it, actually. So the veggie intake is still, my veggie intake is still pretty high, as you can imagine, guys. The belly isn't full, so I like to keep my veggie intake a little bit higher for now, until we get a little bit calmer on the appetite front. Once that's calmed down, I do tend to lower the veggie intake slightly, as I don't think it's needed when the food is at a nice sensible level. So I will show you what the last 2 meals look like, and that will be the wrap up for today. And obviously the macro breakdown you will have got to see anyway. So the last meal is basically going to be 2 whole eggs, 100 grams of venison. I alternate between venison and chicken. Venison, again, minimal fat, but it does digest pretty well with me as well. I do like red meat. And then we have got 80 grams total. That's a mixture of 40 grams of cream of rice, 40 grams of oats, mixed with 50 grams of whey isolate and 100 grams of blueberries. So that is the last meal. So it's 100 grams of venison, 2 whole eggs, and I will have 100 grams of veggies with that as well, which I am just about to prepare and put in the microwave. That's going to last pretty much for today and tomorrow. Well, for today, tomorrow and probably the day after for both myself and Meg. So I just put these in for 4 minutes in the microwave. So that's pretty much the last meal. What I normally will do is just chop my venison up into little pieces, and then I will just add veggies pretty much with that and cook it on the pan. So generally I will add just pretty much the pieces that we've got. So I will be adding some mushrooms in there, get those cooked in, and then there will be pretty much 50 grams of peppers, salsa mix from UltraFlex. And just to show you what the finished product will look like, it's pretty much what I do. I do actually weigh my veggies, so that will be 50 grams of salsa. So we've actually got here a total of 150 grams of veggies. We've got 75 grams of greens, 30 grams of cooked mushroom, and 50 grams of the salsa mix, which is onion, peppers, tomatoes. That's a perfect mixture for me. And then obviously I season this with a bit of herbs that I just bought. In fact, yeah, I've got some herbs ready here that I'm going to season it with. And then all I do is just chuck that on the pan. Later on, I've actually got all these to cook. But first, I'm going to tuck into this meal. Obviously the last meal is ready now, which I've shown you. So that's pretty much a wrap up for tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure. The process has started, episode 1 down. I really appreciate you all tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the Arnold series as well. It means a lot, guys. All your support has been fantastic. We have been putting a lot of work in, myself and Ed, obviously behind the camera, and Josh did an amazing job leading into that week. So I do sincerely hope you all enjoyed this. But again, the journey isn't over. It's just the beginning for me. Like I was saying to Meg, I literally feel like I've just started bodybuilding all over again. With everything that's implemented right now and how good everything's gone this year and last year and how good everything's going now, I really can't wait to share a journey with you guys and show you a little bit more bits in the life, talk a little bit more about me and our plans moving forward, and just show you more of everything. So stay tuned, peace out for now, guys, and I will be seeing you soon.